I never thought I would end up fighting my own landlord in court. I'm not dramatic. I'm not loud. I pay my rent early every month. I keep records. I mind my business. But some people see quiet tenants as easy targets, and that was his first mistake. About a year ago, a pipe burst inside my bathroom wall. Water spread across the floor, soaking everything. It clearly wasn't my fault. The building was old. I emailed him immediately. No response. I called. Nothing. For days the damage got worse. Finally, he replied. He told me to handle it for now and deduct the cost from next month's rent. That felt strange, but I needed it fixed. So I hired a licensed plumber. I paid out of pocket, and I documented everything: invoice, bank transfer, before and after photos, email confirmation. I save everything, always. The repair was completed properly. The following month, I reduced my rent by that exact amount. He accepted it, no complaints. Or so I thought. Almost a year later, I came home and found a notice taped to my door. It claimed I owed money for plumbing damage caused by tenant negligence. The amount listed? Exactly what I had already paid. At first, I thought it was a mistake. So I emailed him calmly and attached the receipt. His response changed everything. He claimed there was no record of reimbursement. He said the reduced rent was unrelated and insisted I was responsible. That's when I realized. This wasn't confusion, it was a double charge. He assumed time had passed. He assumed I didn't keep records. He assumed I'd panic and just pay. But I don't panic. I prepare. I pulled up the email where he clearly wrote, "Go ahead and hire someone. We'll settle it next month." That sentence was everything. I replied again, calm, professional, attached the proof, and I cited local housing law stating landlords are responsible for structural repairs. Instead of backing down, he escalated. Another notice arrived. Late fees, possible eviction. That's when I stopped treating it as a mistake. I contacted a tenant rights attorney. I brought printed copies of every document, organized by date. The lawyer reviewed everything and smiled. He told me something important. Knowingly trying to collect money that isn't owed can qualify as bad faith billing. And in our jurisdiction, that comes with penalties. We sent a formal legal notice. 3 days later, he filed a claim against me. Big mistake. Because once he filed officially, everything entered court record. We countersued. In discovery, his internal accounting notes were requested. And there it was, a ledger memo next to that month's reduced rent. It said, "Plumbing offset." He knew. In court, he called it a clerical error, but the eviction notice told a different story. The judge saw through it immediately. The charge was dismissed. He was ordered to pay my legal fees, and because the court found bad faith, statutory damages were applied. He didn't just refund me. He paid nearly triple what he tried to take. And that wasn't the end. The court record triggered a housing board review. Other tenants had similar complaints. What he thought was an easy extra charge turned into fines and scrutiny. Standing outside the courthouse, I didn't feel angry. I felt steady. He thought I was just another tenant. He assumed I wouldn't fight back. But documentation is power, and knowledge is leverage. If he had simply removed the charge when I first emailed him, none of this would have happened. Instead, he gambled and lost. Sometimes revenge isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It isn't emotional. Sometimes it's legal. And that kind of revenge lasts forever.